Hello all, how are you? I hope you are well. In today's video, I'm going over Fallout 76. The new update has sprung new features to the camp, new mechanics, so I'm just going to go over the basics of how you can get materials, where you can get materials, and how to actually build your camp. So sit tight, now let's jump into it. First of all, we're going to start off with making a new player, level 1, just so you know I'm not messing about. I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. Taking my Pip-Boy, I'm going to head out now. You will get the camp in the vault itself. If you just follow it up the stairs, follow the arrows of all the vault boys, and you will see it there waiting for you. Once you obtain that, you're going to walk out of the vault. Here I am in front of the vault. This is Fallout 76, the pinnacle, the main location of the entire map. And literally, we're not going to go far. We're maybe going to go south just a little bit towards the lumber mill, just so we can gather materials. As soon as you're out, you want to gather as much as you can, so you want to just take everything you can find. Weapons, clothes, armor, anything you can get. If you get a weapon and you find some ragstags along the way, be sure to kill them because their meat you can cook, and once you cook their meat, it increases your carrying capacity. So obviously if you're getting a lot of building materials, which you're going to need anyway to build your camp, then it might be worth getting a quick kill. As you can see, we're literally just southwest, just a little bit, not even that far from Vault 76. I'm going to jump into the cooking station now and just quickly spin up some grilled ragstag. There you go. So like I say, this will come in handy because this will allow you to carry more wood and steel and concrete or whatever you're picking up to build your camp with. It will help out a lot. So as you wander around in Fallout 76, you're going to find logs. You're going to want to gather these as you are going along. Just below 76 is a little shack called the Moonshiner's Shack. Now this got a bunch of materials in it, a bunch of resources that you can quickly snap up, and it's also got a weapons workbench which you can go inside. This place is great just outside of Vault 76. Literally just south a little bit between the vault and the lumber mill. Remember, you can also scrap weapons and armor, so if you get any spare weapons and armor, scrap. Whatever button is on your device, you want to scrap all immediately. So now you're going to be stacking up the resources. We're going to go over and have a look. As you can see already, I've got 37 wood and 30 scrap. So as you can see guys, the more you adventure and explore, the more you gather this earlier on, the better prepared you're going to be and the easier it's going to be to make your camp. The lumber mill is brilliant for just gathering whatever you need, whatever you want, just to get that extra edge. I mean, Fallout pretty much gives you it all. Tinker workbench in there too, but the game pretty much gives you everything you need straight away, straight out of 76. So the whole point of this, guys, is just to gather everything that you need earlier on, so when we start building our camp, we have everything we need straight away, and it makes it a lot less confusing. So as you can see, you are constantly scrapping everything as you go along. Taking a look at my junk, already so much scrap, steel scrap, got oil there, adhesive, even some aluminium, so it all comes together quite nicely. Now we're going to find a location. North, south of the map doesn't really matter. This little area here is usually the preferred area to build because it's very open, very clear, quite easy to move and maintain. But for now we're going to stick to the vault, so we're going to go a little bit west of 76. I'm going to place a marker so I know where I'm going, and I'm going to head there now. So guys, after server hopping a few times because it's always night time, I finally managed to find a server that's nice and bright, so you'll be able to see me when I start building the camp and showing you how to build it. So now that I'm at the location that I marked on the map, I'm going to place down my camp. You can do this on any device. It will say move your camp in your inventory. You're going to place it down. It will ask if you are sure, because after you've placed your first one, you will have to pay caps to place it again in another area. But don't worry, it doesn't cost a bunch. So you can place your device anywhere within that green border. Now there is a passive mode in Fallout 76, which means that other players can't attack your camp if you are in passive mode. If you're out of passive mode, players can start PvP. Once you've got it where you want it, your camp will now become visible on the map, publicly to everyone. But you can actually get an option to turn this off or to turn this on. With the new mechanic feature, you can now change the icon of your camp and the name of your camp, which is pretty cool on Fallout's part. And this icon will change to everyone. Everyone will see the icon that you change it to. Also, there's two little circles below the camp. One of them indicates that this camp has a vendor, so they sell items. And the second is a radiation symbol, which means that that camp has a bunker. So you can play around with that, change it to whatever you want. But now back to the building. So as you can see, you've got recent and stored in the top tabs in your build mode. This means that once you place something down, once you pick it back up, it will go into your stored, or when you place something down, you can scrap it. As you can see, I place this down. I can scrap, store, or cancel with whatever button is on your device. Once you've stored it, it will then go back into your build mode, go over to your recent or your stored, and the item will be there. Secondly, floors. You're going to need a floor. Every camp is going to need a foundation. You're going to start off with this wooden floors, which is fine, so we're going to jump in. Luckily, Fallout 76, their build mode's very flexible, and their lock system is actually not that bad. A lot of people give it a lot of stick, but it's not that bad. So now you can snap your foundations together to make you a solid foundation. Fallout 76 is huge, and you can pretty much build anywhere you like, as long as it's not on a pre-made or pre-existing building. So keep in mind I'm doing all of this with the resources that we literally just gathered. So now we're going to look at walls. You get all types of walls, floors, roofs, stairs, doors. But with walls you can switch between the variant. We're just going to go for a standard wall, half wall or a normal wall. Again, it just snaps on to wherever it can be placed. You can change the variants, so obviously you've got a normal plank wall, a door frame, a window. As you progress in the game, you'll unlock plans to be able to make better stuff. You'll unlock building sets like brick sets or barn sets, which will allow you to build different types of walls and just really, create whatever you like within your camp. So as you can see, the con is brilliant. As you can see there, you can literally put half walls on top of half walls to make full walls. You can change around with the roofs, the roof tab, different variants. You've got the corner roof, the flat roof. It's really whatever you fancy. It's a lot of fun putting your camp together. The stairs can be a little bit funny, as you can see, but it's usually by where you're looking, it will lock down and it will still snap in place. With stairs, it does allow you to access higher floors. I'm not actually sure on what the cap is because I've never been that high, but from what I've seen, it is quite high. Like you can see there, you can't place a roof without a wall, so make sure you get the wall down, guys, before you put your roof on. And there you go, as you can see. And remember, this is all with what we gathered at the beginning from Moonshiner's Shack and also the lumber mill. So this was literally just thrown together just for the purpose of the video and showing you how to build your camp. At the bottom it does say you can toggle buildable objects, which mean that it will only show in the list the buildable objects that you have and not the locked ones. So that's quite handy. But there it is, coming together quite nicely. Obviously got to throw a door in there. Also, another very crucial thing is crafting. You will have to unlock these later on in the game. Usually you can find plans for these, so you could head over and check out my easy caps video. I show 2 methods on how to just gain caps really early in the game, and it will allow you to get plans for most of these, to be honest. Also, another really cool feature, if you pick up something you've already placed and you take it over towards a tree or a rock, it will remove it. This will only work in the area that your camp is set up. Also, I want to discuss electricity a little bit because that is going to be also another crucial thing in the game. So you want to go over to your generators, place down your generator, whether you've got a small, medium, connect it up to a power connector, which you have variants so you can put on a wall or a floor. Connect a wire up to it, and then this will allow you to power up any device that requires electricity, which is that lightning symbol to the right of your screen. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next.